Yeah, Alicia makes a good point about the Democratic Party over the last several years. I've often said that for the past many years, the Republican Party has been absolutely terrified of its base since Donald Trump came on the scene because they're afraid of them as human beings. It's like they're crazy and can be violent. But for so long, the Democratic Party has just completely ignored its base and has just, I think, taken a bit of an arrogant attitude of like, screw you guys, who else are you going to vote for? You're not going anywhere. And just taking them for granted in a snotty kind of way. Um, they did listen to their base this past July when it became very, very clear that there was no possible way that Joe Biden was going to beat Donald Trump. In fact, I saw a clip yesterday of John Favreau from Pod Save America, who for 6.5, 7 years was, many years before that too, probably 10 or 15 years, he was Obama's lead speechwriter. I mean, he wrote all of Obama's speeches. And so he was in the Obama White House almost the entire time that Obama was president and Joe Biden was vice president. And so he knows all the people, he knows all the people. And he was in touch with people inside Biden's campaign towards the end of July. And their internal polling, the Biden campaign's internal polling, was showing that Trump was going to beat him by 7 or 8 points, which is an absolute landslide, and that he was going to be close to 400 electoral college votes in the election. Blowout. And so that was the one time that I can remember in the last decade when the Democratic Party actually listened to its base. But then they went right back to ignoring him. I think in mechanical terms, I think Kamala Harris ran an absolutely flawless campaign. It just was. In terms of how they approached it, I wasn't super excited about them, again, ignoring big chunks of their base and trying instead to win over disaffected Republicans and, spending all that time that they spent with Liz Cheney, of all people, Yeah. It's going to be a big wake-up call for the Democratic Party. Big wake-up call. And hopefully they will get the lesson this time.